I love it when this happens. Like, I discover something new, something that's going on in my body that, like, I can get excited about. There's something that I want to share with other people. My skin started shedding in my hands, and I was rubbing my hands together. Loads of old dead skin came off, and it was such a normal thing, you know, just like any other time, right? Recently, I've been like massively increasing my intake of vitamin A. Vitamin A, retinoic acid, it regulates epithelial turnover. So that's like the layer on the edge of your skin. That's the epithelial layer. And the turnover of that is exfoliation, basically. It's like that dead skin coming off. So, you know, adequate intake of vitamin A makes that outer layer of your skin smoother and thinner and like way better at holding moisture. And I've noticed since I've upped my intake of vitamin A that my moisture levels, like my skin's just more hydrated, especially my hands and my feet, because those are areas of my body where specifically I have circulation issues. So I always need to drink more water to stay hydrated. Noticing like the blood flow to my hands get better and my feet get better is a huge deal for me. The vitamin A, I think, has like its own way of making your skin smoother, thinner, and better at holding moisture. Softer skin, you know, has less resistance. And so the way I can verify that is like when I rub my hands together, like gently, delicately like this, I notice that I have like tingling in my fingers, and it's like really sensitive, and I'm like hypersensitive anyway, so I pick up on that sensitivity and it feels amazing. It's like, wow. The word I thought of when I first did it is electrifying. It feels actually magnetic and electrifying. So when I was doing that, and it feels like it's like peaking. It's like it doesn't get no more sensitive, and maybe it does, I don't know. If that's just my hands, from a sexual health point of view, I think anyone who's interested in reviving their like sexual health and like their sensitivity and libido and stuff, purely from a physical sensation standpoint, I think vitamin A is probably one of the most underrated things for improving your sexual health. So that, you know, leads right onto nerve insulation, nerve signaling. So vitamin A influences that gene expression in nerve cells. It plays a role in like your synapse plasticity and, you know, peripheral nerve health. So peripheral meaning like the extremities. So it does boost how like that alive touch feels, you know, like when you touch something, anything I touch, the sensation of it, like the materials and their textures and stuff, I can't explain it to you unless you feel it for yourself, but it's electrifying. Like my hands, like, have you ever seen Better Call Saul in that one episode where he says, I have lightning bolts shooting from my fingertips, you know? I get it, right? Like, he might not get it. He might not even know what that means to have lightning bolts shooting from your fingertips, but I do. I actually experience that electrification in my fingertips from the sensation of having the nerve endings in my fingers functioning optimally. Like, my hands are so soft. Like, I have the softest hands on the planet, and it probably is the same for my feet too. So also, you know, now a lot of people talk about vitamin A toxicity. Not enough vitamin A is going to give you like blunted, flat, dry skin. And a lot of people talk about having too much vitamin A and the effects of that. Too much vitamin A can have a risk of peeling, hypersensitivity, or even neurological oddities. Now, if you think about it, all of those things sort of tie into what I just said, but I'm expressing it positively, and they're projecting it as something you should fear. Like, your skin's peeling, well, guess what? Your skin peels anyway. It's called exfoliation. It's actually just more efficient exfoliation. Your skin, when it's not healthy, it's going to pile on more dead skin cells, right? That skin turnover is going to be less because your skin barrier is trying to protect itself, okay? So when your skin is optimal and healthy and you're eating like tons of vitamin A rich foods and getting good blood circulation and, you know, good lymphatic drainage, all the other good stuff, right? When you're optimal, in your nutrition and lifestyle, your skin turnovers, like your skin might peel like randomly. You might get freaked out because when that happens, usually, you know, you see that underlayer of your skin, but that's not happening. It's like peeling to the point where it's almost, whoa, you're right at the edge there, but it doesn't get to that edge, and it keeps turning over the skin quicker so it doesn't build up that dead skin layer, right? So does that make sense? So your skin becomes optimal in how your skin cell turnover is, the oil regulation of your skin, insulation of your nerves and the signaling, so they're not like hypersensitive, and they don't need to be as protected anymore. They can call it hypersensitivity, but I love that electric feeling that I have in my fingertips. I love that feeling, you know, when you're discovering new things and you're just like extremely sensitive to everything. Like you touch the metal, right? You touch the wood. It's like experiencing everything for the first time every time. And we should be that sensitive because we're wired for survival. We're supposed to be that sensitive. Everyone's desensitized, right? So vitamin A, guys, cod liver oil is the easiest way to get that in your system. You can buy that from Amazon. I buy like a wild caught Icelandic cod liver oil. It costs like a ton of money. So in the UK, it costs like £5 for a small tin like that, whereas a can of sardines would cost you like 50p. And the reason why is because there is no other food in the world that matches its nutritional value, especially with regards to vitamin A. You could say liver, like lamb's liver, beef liver, but you know, ultimately the amount that's packed in such a small portion of cod liver is insane. And if you eat it semi-regularly, so I consume like one of those cans over 2.5-3 days, and I've been doing that for a few weeks now, and I can already feel the like amazing benefits on my skin and the sensations and nerve endings. Not just that, but also like my gastric motility, my ability to just generate phlegm out of nowhere even when I don't need it. Like my sinuses are always clear and clearing. Like I usually have a blocked nose. Okay, occasionally I'm a little bit stuffy, but that's central heating. Okay, that's living in the UK for you. All of that relies on this layer of mucosal lining. So in your nostrils you have mucosa, in your lungs you have mucosa, mucosal linings and stuff, in your intestines and down to your colon and your bowels and stuff. So all of those areas also massively benefit from vitamin A. And then there's the whole host of, you know, benefits that vitamin A has that I can't think of off the top of my head because I'm just focusing what's in my power to observe at this point. As long as you're not drinking bottles of vitamin A from morning to night, you'll probably be okay, because it's pretty hard to consume the amount that I do. And if you do anything under that and you make an effort, you'll get great results. So I hope that helps anyone who's interested in like getting their skin to the best that it can be. I know a lot of people into beauty and stuff might appreciate that. That's my health hack from a nutrition obsessed guy who's self-taught and experiments with everything. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe and drop me a like and all that. It really helps the channel.